friends, I just wanted to hop on with a quick share. So this will be a shorty flavor of the day. I wanted to show you how I put the glitterific on my rosettes here. This is what I'm talking about with, it's just so thick, and I don't know if it's my fault because I didn't use it as much as I should have, so it had time to get all chunky and thick. But I just go along the edges of my rosette, like that. And my desk is a mess with lots of, I'm finishing up my Happy Mail packages that I want to get out, if not tomorrow, by Friday. So I'm kind of just dunking the end of my paintbrush and scraping into the pot here. And then I'm just smearing it onto my floret. I'm going to have to see which glitterific this is, because my eyesight is terrible and I can't see anything. But it is most certainly, it's obviously different. You can see from this versus this. This is an iridescent. This is a more of a silver type. And you just go around. And it does dry nice. I do like the way it dries. It gives that shimmery sparkle that I like so much. And you just keep smushing it around, and then it just takes a little bit of time to dry. And it does dry pretty. It does. I like the effect that it gives. Okay. I just want to get that little one right there, and that is done. I like the way that looks. And I just get it out of the way so it dries. And then I'll wipe it off because I'm going to do the iridescent or opalescent. Again, I'm trying to see, but boy, it's real hard to see if there's an actual name to it. Okay. And now we'll do some of this. This one isn't quite as goopy as the silver. It's a little less. So I just give a little. This is definitely much easier to work with. It's still thick, but not quite that thick. I've just, from the beginning, it wasn't, Stickles seems to just be a smoother process. If you put too much Stickles on, you could use one of these and just kind of swoosh it around to spread it out, or your finger. And you just go around the edges. I like the opalescent one too. That has a pretty sparkle to it. This green is a little thinner. This crepe streamer is a little thinner than the black and the purple. I don't remember where I got this one from, but there is a difference in its thickness. It's a little more fragile than the other crepe paper streamer colors I have. And that makes a difference too. When it's a little more fragile, you may not want to do this. You may prefer to do stickles on the edge because you don't want to risk tearing it. Then I just put it on the side to dry. And I will do, I'm going to do the orange one. Okay. And cleanup is easy. You just wash it off. And it comes right off. Just a gentle smearing of it. Get in there and pull some up. I just love how it looks. I just wish it was a bit smoother. Instead of really having to go in there and stir it to get your glitter up. It comes out so nice. This orange one is a little thin too. Again, I guess it just depends on where you get your streamer from. And there you go. I think the other ones I'm going to do my stickle. Okay, we'll put this on the side to dry. Let me get it off. And then I'll wash it in the sink too. But just for filming purposes, do that. I don't know. Maybe it's age of it. I'm not sure, but I just wasn't too happy with the consistency of it. That's a good word. This is orange slice. I'm just going to go along the edge. See, with stickles, I just feel like you have a little more control over your liquid. Go on the edge. Summer weather came back. We had a few days of absolute gloriousness. It was high 70s and then it rained. And then yesterday it was almost 90. Today is high 80s. I think it's supposed to start cooling by tomorrow, and oh my word, I hope so. I see some are getting snow. In a million years, I never would have thought I'd ever want to see snow again, because for the longest time, I didn't. When we moved here from New York, I had no desire to see snow. None. Zilch. And I just can't do heat anymore. And I miss snow. How the heck does that happen? How do you go from, I don't miss this, to, I miss this? I don't know. It's crazy. But I miss snow. I don't think it's fair to say I always missed the peace of the first snowfall. Even in Brooklyn, the snow would blanket the street, and there was a calm and a tranquility that was just so nice. And then by the next morning, it was a disgusting mess. But I just miss winter. I miss having to warm up. Crazy. We all change as we get older. I like the way the orange is showing on this brown rosette. It's pretty. I love crafting. I love creating. It's such a nice way to relax. There you go. I'll put that to dry. I would make a rosette for you guys, but boy, my hands are not good. Oh, let me share this. I made my very first slimline card. I'm so happy with how it came out. It's really cute. This was a cut from Silhouette. I'm going to be honest with you. So I just can't tell. So it's 3 individual pieces. And of course, I had to cut this twice, because my assumption was the black was the bottom and it would show through, but that's not what it was. The black was the top thin, then orange had big sections with a little bit of line peeking through, and the yellow was the solid. I went completely backwards and did black solid, yellow little pieces, and as I started taking it off, I went, oh my gosh, you ninny, you got this all wrong. But I made my bow, and I put a little fishtail underneath it. These were from my stash for a gazillion years. Just little jemmies. And I popped up not only I popped up this piece, but I popped up the pumpkin too, the jack-o'-lanterns. I put some green stickle there, and this I've had in my stash for a very, very long time. This is die cut with a view paper that I've had for a very, very long time. And then this is a Stampin' Up! Stamp from a Halloween set. These are the Martha Stewart corner punches, and so I did a black layer with and I punched the corner, and then I did an oval and just kind of stretched it, and then I stamped. I'll see if I could pull you up a little, because it's really not getting the whole thing. Okay. And slimlines are, I don't want to say they're tricky, but you have a big area to fill. So at first I was like, oh boy, what am I going to do? But I'm happy with how it came. It looks cute. Very pleased with that. So there you go, my friends. A little bit of how I add some glitter to my rosettes. And my very first slimline that I'm very pleased with. And on to the next crafting project. Alrighty, friends, thanks for watching. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come and visit often. There's always something fun. If it's not at my craft desk, it's in the kitchen or possibly my garden. But now that the fall is here, it's not really going to be in my garden for a while now. It'll mostly be the kitchen or the craft desk. Give a thumbs up and share it so that more people can see it. Alrighty, folks. Till next time, go create something wonderful. Bye-bye.